This lesson is on picture graphs. A picture graph uses pictures to show data or amounts of things. They can be horizontal, which means across, and they can be vertical, which means up and down. Let's take a look at a picture graph. This picture graph asked students what their favorite fast food was. They could choose fries, hot dogs, hamburgers, or shakes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 students chose fries. 1, 2, 3, 4 students chose hot dogs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 students chose hamburgers. And 1, 2 students chose shakes. What is the favorite type of fast food? Well, let's look. Who picked the most? They picked French fries the most. So French fries would be the favorite type of fast food. Let's look at the same graph with a different question. This question asks us how many students liked hot dogs and hamburgers. Well, we need to find out how many liked hot dogs. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 likes hamburgers. Well, if we want to know how many they liked altogether, we need to add them. So 4 plus 6 is 10. 10 students liked hot dogs and hamburgers. Let's look at this same graph again with another question. How many more liked fries than shakes? Well, how many more means we need to subtract. So let's count up the fries again. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fries. And we had 1, 2 shakes. Now we said we needed to subtract, so we need to take the 8 minus the 2 shakes. 8 minus 2 is 6. So 6 more students liked fries than shakes. Let's look at a different kind of graph. This graph is titled Popcorn Sales. We have John, Becky, Andrew, and Jenna selling popcorn. John sold 1, 2, 3, 4 bags of popcorn. Becky sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bags of popcorn. Andrew sold 2. And Jenna sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now our question asks, how many bags of popcorn did Jenna, Becky, and John sell? Well, let's go back again. Jenna sold 5. Becky sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And John sold 4. So we need to add these all together. When we add, we always start with the biggest number. That's easiest. And then add the next biggest number and the next biggest number. So let's start with 7 and count on with 5. So it's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now we have to add 4 more. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So Jenna, Becky, and John all together sold 16 bags of popcorn. Let's look at this same graph again with a different question. This question asks, how many more bags of popcorn would Andrew have to sell to equal Becky? Well, what does Becky have? Becky has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and Andrew only has 2. The easiest way to figure this out is to count the missing spaces to see how many more Andrew would need to equal Becky. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If Andrew sold 5 more bags of popcorn, he would have the same as Becky. Let's look at this same graph with a different question. How many bags of popcorn were sold? Well, we need to count up everybody. The easiest way to do this would be to count John plus Becky plus Andrew plus Jenna all at the same time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. They sold 18 altogether. Let's look at another graph. This graph is a favorite sport graph. We asked kids what their favorite sports were. They could choose football, basketball, tennis, or baseball. Our first question says, how many more students like baseball than tennis? Well, our first step is to find out how many like baseball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 liked baseball. Only 2 liked tennis. If we need to know how many more liked baseball than tennis, we need to subtract. So 8 minus the 2 that liked tennis equals 6. So 6 more students liked baseball than tennis. Let's look at the same graph with a different question. What is the least favorite sport? All right, baseball we said was 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We said tennis was 2. 1, 2. We need to count basketball. Basketball is 1, 2, 3, 4. And football is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, the least favorite sport would be the least amount, and that's tennis because tennis only had 2. So tennis was the least favorite sport. Let's look at this same graph with a different question. How many like football and basketball? Well, we said football liked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And basketball was 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need to add 7 plus 4. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is 11. So 11 students liked football and basketball. That concludes our lesson today on picture graphs.